Kelly Clarkson just got a major surprise from Jimmy Fallon, and he did it in a way she absolutely didn't expect. Back in May, fans saw The Tonight Show host appear as a guest on The Kelly Clarkson Show to promote his latest book project. While it didn't seem like he would be coming back to the daytime series anytime soon, he decided he'd surprise Kelly on the June 24 taping of her show. The stunt involved Jimmy crashing Kelly's set during her interview with Megan 2.0 star Allison Williams. He walked onto the stage wearing a blonde and brown mullet wig, a white long-sleeve shirt, gym shorts, high socks and sneakers. What's more, his unexpected entrance left Kelly, Allison and the audience laughing even after he exited. Keep going," he told Kelly and Allison in a clip posted on YouTube. "I need a ride home, if anyone can give me a ride home? Bye, I love you." Given how Kelly and Allison were mid-conversation discussing their irrational fears, Jimmy bursting onto the set definitely had them both shocked. But Kelly was a good sport about the moment, and for a very good reason. "That wig? Oh my god," she said. "That was amazing. I just love, you never know what will happen in this building." No segue there, either. More can't miss Kelly Clarkson Show moments. After seeing Kelly and Allison's shocked reactions to Jimmy's unexpected cameo, fans in the comments were equally as surprised. "I have one question to ask, what in the wide world of sports is going on here?" One person wrote in the comments. "The way he whips his long hair, wig, around in the back, smiley face emoji," another cracked up. "Leave it to Jimmy Fallon to burst in while they're talking about irrational catastrophic fears." A different follower added. As some may know, The Tonight Show and The Kelly Clarkson Show actually film on the same floor at 30 Rockefeller Plaza in New York City. With this in mind, it makes some sense for Jimmy to come in seemingly out of nowhere. Now, it seems like Kelly needs to find a way to pay him back for this. There's something about The Kelly Clarkson Show that always feels like a warm hug, the laughter, the honesty, the random moments when Kelly breaks into song mid-interview just because she can. But this past Tuesday's taping proved that even Kelly, queen of the casual surprise, can be completely blindsided, and her reaction has the internet buzzing. It started like any other episode. The band played its usual upbeat intro. Kelly emerged in a flowy floral dress and chunky boots, her signature big grin lighting up the studio. She greeted the audience, cracked a joke about her coffee addiction, and launched into her Kelly Oaks segment, this time belting out an electrifying version of Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way that had everyone on their feet. The guest lineup looked fun but standard: a rising pop artist, a viral TikTok chef, and a teacher who'd won Teacher of the Year. Nothing out of the ordinary. Or so it seemed. Midway through the segment with the teacher, Kelly leaned back in her chair, clutching a mug emblazoned with "I need more coffee." The two were laughing about a funny prank the teacher's students had pulled when suddenly, the audience started shrieking, not the polite clapping kind of shriek, but the "oh my gosh, is this really happening?" kind. At first, Kelly thought someone had just dropped a tray of snacks backstage or something. Her show is known for its easy chaos, after all. She swiveled in her chair, trying to see what the fuss was about. Then she froze. Striding onto the set like he owned the place was none other than Harry Styles, in the flesh, in his trademark mismatched shirt and pearls, grinning that crooked grin that's made millions swoon. He was holding a giant bouquet of sunflowers in one hand and a plate of cookies in the other. Kelly's jaw dropped so dramatically it almost became a meme on the spot. "What?" she squealed, her voice cracking as she half stood, half stumbled behind her chair. "What are you doing here?" The audience went feral. The teacher looked like she might faint. The band improvised a jazzy riff of Watermelon Sugar as Harry sauntered forward, set the cookies on Kelly's table, and held out the flowers. "Hi, Kelly," he said, casual as if they were old friends catching up at brunch. "I heard you needed more coffee, so I brought cookies instead." Kelly pressed her palms to her cheeks like a kid meeting Santa Claus. "You are not real right now. How did you all keep this from me?" She turned and shot daggers, playful ones, at her producers, who were doubled over laughing just off camera. Harry just shrugged. "I was in town, figured I'd pop by. You don't mind, do you?" Kelly let out the most unfiltered, wheezing laugh, the kind her fans adore. "Do I mind? You just made my entire life. I'm sorry, Miss Sandra, you're gonna have to share this interview," she said, gesturing apologetically at the teacher, who was still too starstruck to reply. Ever the hostess, Kelly pulled Harry into the couch area, practically bouncing on her heels. She demanded to know everything: why he was in town, what possessed him to crash her show, and whether he was single, which she asked purely for the audience's benefit, she clarified with a wink. Harry explained that he'd been recording at a studio nearby and heard from a mutual friend, apparently one of Kelly's producers, that she'd once mentioned him on air as her dream couch guest. He thought it'd be funny to make that dream come true, old school pop star style. Kelly covered her face with a throw pillow. You can't just do this to me. My heart's not that strong," she squealed, peeking out like a giddy teenager. The pair's impromptu chat turned into a full-blown jam session. Harry grabbed an acoustic guitar someone fetched from backstage. Kelly, of course, joined in. They launched into a mashup of Sign of the Times and Since You've Been Gone, the harmonies so good the audience didn't know whether to cheer or sob. Even the camera operators couldn't help but sing along. Somewhere in the middle of the chorus, Kelly stopped and stared at Harry like she couldn't believe he was real. "I'm not gonna lie, I have a shrine at home," she teased. Harry threw his head back laughing, then teased back, "Next time I'll bring candles for it." The internet exploded within minutes. Snippets of the surprise were on TikTok before the commercial break even aired. #HarryOnKelly trended worldwide, with fans raving about how genuine and giddy Kelly had been. Memes popped up of her open-mouthed shock, side by side with gifs of Harry just strolling in like it was the most normal thing ever. When they wrapped up, Kelly thanked Harry the way only she could, by hugging him 3 times, taking an absurd selfie, and inviting him to crash anytime, but next time you're bringing tea, too. Backstage after the taping, a few audience members who stuck around said Kelly was still buzzing like she'd had 5 espressos. She filmed a quick behind-the-scenes clip for her Instagram, clutching the now slightly wilted sunflowers and laughing breathlessly. I'm still not okay. Harry Styles just walked on my set like he was bringing me a pizza. I need to lie down." Fans flooded the comments with heart emojis, and the clip hit 1 million views in under an hour. Even Harry posted a cheeky selfie on his stories with the caption, "Crashing Kelly's party. Worth it." By the time the episode finished airing, The Kelly Clarkson Show had more buzz than it had in months. People who'd never tuned in were hunting for clips online, rewatching Kelly's squeal on loop. Industry insiders said it was the most organic PR boost you could dream of. No scripted segment, no big promo push, just pure joy and surprise. And that's the thing about Kelly Clarkson, for all her awards, her powerhouse voice, and her fame, she's still that girl from Texas who loses her mind when a pop star crashes her couch. That's why people love her, she reacts the way we would. Big smile, bigger laugh, heart on her sleeve. As the credits rolled, Kelly's final words pretty much summed it up, "You never know who's gonna show up on this couch, y'all. Maybe next week it's Beyoncé. Who knows? I gotta go calm down. Somebody get me more coffee, or more Harry Styles." And somewhere in the studio rafters, you could almost hear the producers plotting, "Challenge accepted."